Welcome back to another episode of Celestial Dew, a space where we explore our inner world, where storytelling and spiritual tools deepen our connection to ourselves and the universe. My name is Rocio Celeste, and this is my soulmate and constant companion, also my co-host, Nuga Cosmico. We are here to share our experiences and open a space for insight and transformation. So settle in, take a deep breath, and let's begin this journey inward. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about something very basic, very simple, yet very important, which is taking care of our physical body. Now, the reason I want to talk to you about this today is because for the past week, I noticed that I had been feeling really irritated. I was very overwhelmed, very tired. I was just so irritated. I was like tired of life. I was like ready to give up. And I kept saying, oh my God, I could just go to sleep right now and never wake up. I am tired of living. All my problems seem like a lot bigger than they actually are. I was getting really impatient and really aggravated very easily. And that went on for like 10 days in a row. And I was like having problems with my printer. I had to go like renew my passport and I couldn't print out the form. And that just like was giving me a headache, and I spent 3 hours trying to fix it, and all that was happening, and like one thing after the other. I was very overwhelmed and very aggravated until I realized that all I had was that I was sleep deprived and I was really tired. I had been working a lot. I had not been sleeping properly. I had not been organizing my time wisely, and day after day, the deprivation kept accumulating. I was getting 3 to 4 hours of sleep each night. I was eating like something really quickly, just chips or something just to like avoid being hungry. But that wasn't nourishment. And a couple of days ago, I realized, oh my God, it's not like I want to die. It's not like I'm tired of living. It's not like I am so ready to be done with this life. It's not like my life is so full of problems that I cannot tackle. No. The only thing that was happening was that I was not giving my physical body proper care to tackle all my challenges. We all get challenges in life. But if we are healthy, if we are in good shape, then we can tackle any obstacle that comes our way. No problem is too big. We can find solutions, we can ask for help, we can contact the right people, we can always find alternatives or ways to make things work and make things happen. And nothing is worth hoping to die. Like, I was like, oh my God, that's so dumb. All I needed to do was sleep. That's all I had to do. And what I did yesterday, I just slept. I slept for like 15 hours. I was so exhausted. I had been working so hard and like trying to take care of a lot of things at home, in my personal life, and just so many things that I neglected my body. I also realized that our body is a temple of our soul. I was, in the past, I was always very... Our body is a temple of our soul. In the past, like 5-6 years ago, when I started my healing journey, I was very focused on the energetic part, on the spiritual part of healing. I was connecting with angels and doing all sorts of therapies, energetic therapies and spiritual techniques to just like heal. I was so obsessed with healing, and I just wanted to be healed so that I could start a new life. But I never paid attention to my body. I thought the body was like, I don't care. The body, And one day, 4 years ago, I went on a Tantra retreat a women's tantra retreat in Spain. Remember that retreat? He went with me 4 years ago in Spain. And this was the first time that I met this new teacher, because I had several tantra teachers. One of the main things that I had to do in my own journey was connecting with the body. I was very in the mind. My whole life I had been very in the mind. One of the main things and the hardest thing that I had to do in my own healing journey was to connect with the body. I was so terrified to feel physically, to feel pleasure, to feel pain, to feel all those sensations in my physical body. I was like, no, I just want to heal. I thought, oh, it's just my consciousness and my soul and my mind can heal. The rest is secondary. But no, I learned in Tantra that healing happens through the body. It's our ally. It's our friend. It's not our enemy. But for me, I treated my body that it was my enemy. So that spring, when I went to that Tantra retreat, and it was my first time meeting that teacher. She's like a very, very good teacher, well known around the world. I remember she said something to me in particular, because like we had spent several days already, like having lunch together and like dancing and doing all these different practices. And I kept saying that I didn't believe in the body. I kept saying, I don't believe in the body, this and that. And in one of the activities, she mentioned to all of us that our mind can try to dominate us. And then when I asked the question, she told me that my mind was controlling me so much that it had the audacity to tell me that I don't believe in the body. Remember? She told us that. And she was very angry. And she said, your mind has the audacity to tell you that it doesn't believe in the body. Your mind thinks, this is how strong it was on me. Or my mind was so convinced that I didn't have to do anything with the body. It doesn't matter. I can just heal through meditation and visualization and all these therapies, energetic healings and Reiki and angel therapy and Hebrew pendulum, you name it. Everything that you can possibly think of that it's energetic or spiritual. And I was like avoiding working with the body. It will terrify me to have to breathe or to have to feel or to have to do anything that caused sensation in my body. Because the first thing that happened when I started feeling was pain. That was the first thing. Before I got to where I am today, I had to go through feeling the pain. I had to go through that process. And it was painful and it was scary and it was uncomfortable. But my body was an ally. And I would be so sore. I will spend like a whole week staying in bed after dancing for like half an hour. That's how dissociated I was from my body. And that's how traumatized my body was, because our cells, they have the imprint of the trauma. Like all our emotions are in our body. And so we need to heal through the body. Our body is our friend. It's our ally. And we need to take care of it. We need to respect it like the sacred temple that it is. Once again, I was somebody who was completely disconnected from my body for like 30 years. The first 30 years of my life until 5-6 years ago when I started healing. I think it's already 6 years. Exactly 6 years. It's going to be 6 years this month. I remember it was the spring of 2020. I had so much contained in my body that I needed to release. And then I understood the importance of working with the body, of taking care of the body, of being friends with the body, of feeling like listening to my body when it tried to tell me something. I became friends with my body. My body became like a good partner to tell me when something was off. The body is very, it's like it's the vessel that we have to to navigate this human experience, this physical reality. And it's not just to eat and like sleep and work. There's more to it. There's a lot more to it. But in order for us to do the basic things, I can take a bit. That's a nice, that was a nice kiss. That was a really, really, really nice kiss. Yes, the body also can feel hugs and kisses, yeah, and massage and caresses. Yes, that's what we learn in Tantra, right? The body needs to receive new information, hugs and kisses and massage and caresses. Yes, all of that, to feel gratitude, to feel connection, to socialize. The body is more than just a machine. It's meant for more than just work, right? It's also meant for connection, for hugging. Yeah, we need to exercise, we need to run, and we need to do a lot of things. The body is our perfect instrument. Look at this beautiful body. Look at this beautiful body with these beautiful colors. Look at these ears and this nose and these eyes. Isn't he so beautiful? Isn't he so gorgeous? Isn't he like an angel? Yes, yes, yes. You too, you had to pick a body to come here to planet Earth, didn't you? You too, you had to come. So going back to what I was saying, I had learned already that our body is sacred, is a temple, and we need to take care of it. It's an instrument. But I had completely forgotten that the body needs also rest, and we need to listen to it, because when we don't listen to it, we are disrespecting it. So what happened for the past 10 days is that I was not sleeping properly. I was drinking enough water, that I have to say. I was drinking plenty of fluids, but I wasn't sleeping enough, and I wasn't eating as properly as I should have. I was just on the go, super busy, trying to get productive, until I got to the point where I was like, oh my God, life is just so hard. I'm so overwhelmed. Everything is just problems and bills and all these things. Like, I'm done with challenges. I just want to sleep and never wake up. I would be like, okay. And then I realized, why am I getting so angry? Why am I getting so irritated? I realized that all I had to do was sleep. Sleep is medicine. And when we sleep, we think more clearly later. See, he's like also laying down, because he's like, yeah, me too, I need to lay down. So we'll let him lay down a little bit. That's what was happening for the past week. Like, I had to like deal with all this paperwork and go to work, go do like, take care of this, plan this, like having to get the car fixed. So many things happening at the same time. But I wasn't in good shape for me to say, okay, let me make the phone calls. Let me contact the right people. Let me make decisions, because I had a headache. I had such a bad headache that I felt so overwhelmed. And when you are sleep deprived, when you are tired, you tend to make everything a big deal, bigger than it is. Yeah, we all encounter challenges and obstacles, but nothing that we cannot fix or find a solution to. Yes, you find a solution when you know that your body is taken care of, your mind is calm and relaxed, and you have gotten proper sleep, and you have drank plenty of water. You're not dehydrated, because if you're dehydrated, your brain is gonna be exhausted. Your brain needs a lot of water, just like it needs oxygen. It needs sleep. I know some people, like, they like drink all these energy drinks in the morning instead of getting proper sleep, but then they get sick. I don't like drink soda or energetic drinks or anything, but I just went quite a long time without sleeping properly, and I was just feeling like a zombie. I felt like a zombie. And that means that I was abusing my body. And how do I pretend to connect spiritually and to get messages from God, from the universe, to get clear messages, to get answers to my questions, to find solutions, when I am not respecting the instrument that was given to me to navigate this reality? It reminds me of when I used to horseback ride. Back in the day, I loved horse riding. And in order for you to go on a nice ride with the horse needs to eat and drink water, and you need to saddle it, and you need to brush it. You need to take care of it because it's not a machine. It's a living being that needs proper care and proper attention. Otherwise, what's gonna happen? It's just gonna either it can kick you, or it can throw you off, or it can do so many things, right? A horse is so big, so tall, so high. And if the horse is not in a good mood, it's not gonna be safe for you. So here is the same case, the same situation. If your body is not taken care of properly, you're not going to be in a good mood, and you're not going to make good decisions because you're not thinking properly. You're not functioning at your 100%. Drink plenty of water. Make sure you're getting proper sleep. Sleep is not laziness. This is something that I had to reprogram in my mind, in myself. I used to think that I had to be productive in order to be useful, or in order for me to belong in this world. I thought like, oh my God, no, like the more I do, the better it is. Because if I just rest or sleep, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. What a waste of life. I was like so obsessed with getting things done, being busy and productive. And that wasn't leading me anywhere. I was so exhausted. I'm talking about years and years ago, like 10 years ago. I was always so exhausted. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't focus. I was always sad. I was always like, just like really like irritated. All of that because I was getting so much done, but I wasn't taking care of the most important thing, which was my body. And remember, your body is the instrument where your soul lives. It dwells there. It's a temple. I know we all have so many things to do. We are so busy. We have so many tasks to do. Like, tell me about it. But don't neglect your body. Make sure you're getting plenty of rest each night. Organize your activities. Have an agenda. Make on your planner. Organize your time. This is time management. 20 minutes. How long is it going to take you to cook? Is it taking you too long? Like it was happening for me. Like if I cook, it takes me 3 hours. So now I decided, okay, I'm going to find a recipe. Cooking is not really my thing. And it takes me so long. And it will like really irritate me to have to do the dishes afterward because it takes forever. And I use the whole kitchen. So I decided that I'm going to find simple, fast recipes online. It could be Pinterest. It doesn't matter. Something that takes 20-25 minutes. And that way I can save time. You know, like I need to walk my dog. I need to take a shower. I need to do so many things. And I was always so busy doing so many things that like the last thing on my priority list was sleep. When it should be at the top. Sleep should be at the top of your priority list. Otherwise, you're not going to be happy, and people around you are not going to be happy. It's okay if you have to wake up at 4 a.m. one day because you have to go to the airport to catch a plane. That's different. But here we're talking about a daily basis. If on a daily basis, you're always like going to bed at 1 a.m. and waking up at 5 a.m, like I was doing, over time, your body is gonna start to scream. And it can scream in different ways. And you don't want to wait to get sick in order for you to get some rest and to pay attention to your body. It is important. It is one of the most spiritual things that you can do in your journey to take care of your physical body. Spirituality is not only chanting and sitting down, chanting mantras or meditating or sitting in silence or praying or walking in nature. Spirituality is also taking care of your body, eating a nourishing meal, a healthy meal. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be expensive. Get some almonds, get some eggs. It can be simple, it can be local, it can be basic. Make sure you're getting your protein. Make sure you're getting your minerals, some vegetables. You can make it simple. You can grab a tomato and eat it on the go if you're super busy. I used to spend so much time making a salad and I would not even have time to eat it. So I would spend 45 minutes preparing a salad when I could just grab a hard-boiled egg and eat it on the go, or a carrot and eat it on the go on the tram because I was so busy. Yeah, the ideal thing will be to sit down and have a proper salad. But if you're so busy, you need to catch the bus to go to work or to go to school or to drop off the kids at school, then just something to snack on, something healthy. Don't do it like I used to do for many years, chips and chips and chips. It's so salty, it's so greasy, and it doesn't give you any nutrients. Yeah, it calms you down for a little bit, but it's not giving you any nutrients. I learned this the hard way. I was someone who 8 years ago, I will get iron injections because I was so anemic, had so much anemia that I had to get double dose of iron injection. I wasn't nourishing myself properly. And I had to take a nutrition class to understand the importance of food because it does affect our mood. What we eat does affect the way we feel. It affects our humor. It affects our performance, our productivity, our mood, the way we relate to ourselves and to others. So, plenty of sleep, proper nourishment. And also something else that I think is very important when it comes to taking care of the physical body is personal hygiene. Just your hygiene. Make sure you are taking a shower every day. 5 minutes, that's all you need. Because guess what? Water cleanses off the energy of the day. You encounter so many people, you go to so many places in public, and also the thoughts and the feelings that you have throughout the day, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, the emotions, all of that, it's energy, and it's coming to pollute your energy, your energetic field, all of this around your physical body that you can't really see here. And you think, oh yeah, today I didn't sweat because I didn't go running, because I didn't go jogging, I didn't go to the gym, I didn't sweat, I didn't dance, I didn't do anything physical, I don't need a shower. I did that too. I used to think like that years ago. And one thing that I realized too is that not taking a shower every day is like taking all that energy that I accumulated during the day with me to sleep that night. And then then I'm not, that affects my sleep. And the next morning, you drag on that energy. Yeah, you can be clean, you can wear deodorant, you can wear perfume, you can have clean hair and everything. But if you don't wash at least your body from the neck down, wash it, talk to the water, ask it to cleanse you. then energetically, even if you didn't sweat, even if you think you didn't transpire, I'm telling you, the places you went to, even if you worked at home and didn't move all day from your place, energy, the people you talk to on the phone, the things you watch on TV or on the phone, you know, like the videos you saw on the phone, the people you interacted with, the thoughts you had, all that is energy, and all that is coming to you. So wash it off and start with a clean slate the next day. Give yourself that gift. It takes you 5 minutes. You don't have to wash your hair every day. I like braiding it to save time, as you can tell. I've always loved braiding my hair. But something that I learned years ago, also many years ago, before I started my healing journey, was that I will skip days without showering. And then I will feel like really sad, really bad, but I never paid attention. No one told me, no one taught me that the simple act of taking a shower, a full body shower, can do wonders on our mood, on our energy, for ourselves. I was in a toxic relationship, and you know, like the fights and the arguments and the stress, the pressure, like me having to deal with that narcissist and taking care of his emotions and all of that, all those things, I was putting, you know, all those emotions and all that energy, even though I wasn't doing anything physical, anything that will make me sweat. Skipping days without showering was actually polluting my energy. I never realized that that was not contributing to my well-being. I always felt so drained and exhausted and weird, but I could not put words to what I was feeling, to what I was sensing. It took me years to realize that the simple act of taking a shower can fix so many things, so many problems. What I was thinking or what I was feeling, what I was sensing, oh, this and that, it was just be like, oh my God, I'm so refreshed. Wow, that wasn't too bad after all. What I was thinking an hour ago was not that bad. It's like you're renewed, you're refreshed. Water is medicine, just like sleep is. Water, showers. If you live in a place where you don't have access to a shower, get a bucket and cleanse yourself with a sponge. I did that a lot in different countries where I lived. I just get a bucket and like pour with like a cup over me. Just the act of washing yourself, knowing that you're cleansing of your body, it's so wonderful. Another thing that I find very useful, and I will say inevitable, is getting access to natural sunlight. Make sure you're going outside at least 20 minutes a day. Expose yourself to natural light. The sun is not your enemy. The sun makes plants grow, trees grow. We need it. We need heat. We need sunlight for our vitamin D, for our mood, to feel better. And depending on what part of the world you live, for example, in winter, in the northern hemisphere, if you go pretty north up, like Iceland and Scandinavia, you can be very deprived of vitamin D. I know where I live here in the French Alps, I went for my annual checkup, and I was like deprived of vitamin D, but the doctor said that's completely normal. Everyone is deprived in winter. We all are. And especially me, because I have darker skin, so I need more. I need more than the usual people here. But it's okay. I got my dose. They gave me like a thing to take. I took it. It should be fine now. In the past couple of weeks, it was pretty hot here. I mean, we're already in the month of May. So I sat on my balcony and just like took in the sun for hours in a row. I was reading and just like sitting on my swing. I was sitting on my swing, just like taking in all the sun rays. I probably exaggerated. I shouldn't have done that much, especially when it was like super strong. I should have waited until later. So yeah, do it either really early in the morning, like 9, 10 in the morning, or after 5 p.m. Don't do it at noon. That's not wise. But yeah, I mean, today's episode is really basic. It's so basic because without the physical body, we cannot do anything when it comes to our spiritual body or our energetic body. Yes, I've been giving you all these tools to do with this, with the Hebrew pendulum, with the tarot, with all that is wonderful, all that is useful, and I still share them and I still recommend them. I recommend anything from reading the Bible and reading the Bhagavad Gita. Everything adds, everything counts. But if you are not respecting your body, if you are not sleeping properly, if you're not taking showers, everything else, it's not gonna have a real effect. First things first, your body is a temple. Your body is sacred. Treat it with respect. Don't go to places where you feel off. You feel like, ugh, I don't like the way this place looks or feels. I don't understand why. I don't understand. I don't know why, but I don't like it. Well, that's your body telling you, if it's telling you that it doesn't feel good or it doesn't feel safe there, it's for a reason. Sometimes I don't like crowded places. I don't like it, but sometimes I have no choice. I have to go. And what I do, I just like put a bubble around me, like an invisible bubble around me, and say, okay, I visualize myself in a bubble and my energy stays with me. No energy outside of me can come. For example, in airports, there are so many people with so many different energies in airports that you can be like, woof. Or in big cities, like crowded places, like I love Amsterdam. It's one of my favorite cities. But sometimes when there are parades or when there are things like it's too crowded and there's so much alcohol and there's so much yelling and screaming and trash on the floor, it can be like my body just, I get really drowsy. I get so drowsy. I feel like I'm gonna faint. I get really dizzy and I just need to go to sleep. That happened to me last summer. It's exactly what happened. Like I was too far to go back to where I was staying, so I just went to the bookshop. And at the bookstore, there were tables where you could read, and my head just dropped on the table, and I slept while the parade was going on outside. It's like, that's so weird. And that's when I started noticing a pattern. It's like, okay, this is what happens. This is how my body feels out of the blue, out of nothing. My body just starts feeling really dizzy or really exhausted or really even nauseous. It can happen to me that I get super nauseous. Depending on where I go or who I see, sometimes I want to vomit. Your body is so wise. Your body tells you when it doesn't want to be someplace. But in order for your body to tell you, you need to be very connected to it. And you need to take care of it so that you can be very in tune with it. And you can start to read the messages that it's sending you. For example, here, my body here. Hey, hello. Hello. You forgot? You forgot that we were filming? I think people want to see you. I think people want to say hi to you. Do you have something to share? Do you have something to share with them? Is there anything you want to tell them? You take care of your body, right? Tell them. Ruff. Tell them that you take care of your body. You sleep and you go for walks. You exercise and you drink water and you get plenty of hugs. You socialize. You get plenty of sunlight. Yeah, you take care of your body. That's I wish I could do that too. He's so amazing. He's a great companion. He's so... Some people call him therapeutic because when he gets close to them, he's like, oh my God, he's healing me. He's so therapeutic. I'm like, oh, I don't want him to be healing people. And he already told me, no, I'm not a healer. I don't want to heal. But just like his presence and his company is like, so soothing, very soothing. And yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say for today. I wanted to share this with you because I realized that I was making a huge mistake by not taking care of my body. I was not listening to it. I was disrespecting it. And here I was expecting to make good decisions, expecting to find solutions, expecting to have the right contacts, the right people, everything, you know, like I had all these appointments, the car, the passport, work, the vet, all these things that I had to get done. And I was so exhausted and so overwhelmed with a headache. All I had to do was sleep. Once I slept, it's like, wow, it was magic. It's like I was reborn. And all those negative thoughts of me thinking that I was tired of life and tired of living and tired of obstacles and problems, they automatically disappeared. So ask yourself, if you're having negative thoughts or questions that you think like maybe all you need to do is take a shower and sleep. Sleep is medicine. And also make sure that you're moving physically. Make sure that you're going for walks. Having a walk or going swimming or bicycle riding, something. You can just go move your body, your physical body, because when your physical energy is stagnant, all your other bodies are stagnant. And that's not what you want. We want the energy to be moving, remember. It's like water. When water doesn't move, what happens? It gets all moldy, right? It gets all like green, moldy, and water needs to move. And so does our energy. Remember, we are 70% water in ourselves, which means that we need to move. I get plenty of movement with him. Don't we? Don't we get plenty of movement? We go running. We go bike riding. He doesn't really like swimming. He's not a big swimmer. But we go sometimes in summer. Yes. So friends, I hope you consider what I'm saying. I know it sounds very basic, even to me. It sounds super basic. I know we all know that. Theoretically, we know that. They teach us this in science class when we are 9 years old. Like a plant. A plant needs water, oxygen, sunlight. But sometimes we are so busy in our daily lives that we tend to forget. Especially if you have kids, if you have 2 jobs, if you're studying, if you have a test to pass, all these exams. Yes, I know how it can be. And sometimes the answer is just taking a power nap, having some rest, a full night's sleep. And tomorrow, it can be better. It's like sharpening the saw. You cannot chop a tree with a saw that doesn't cut. You need to sharpen it first, and then it can cut. The blade is more effective. So sleep, drink plenty of water. I'm not talking about juice or sugary drinks. I'm talking about water. Water is the only liquid that your body needs. Take showers. Energetic hygiene contributes to personal hygiene. and have access. Expose yourself to nature, especially during the day when the sunlight is there. And make sure you're having minerals and vitamins, fruits and vegetables. I know it sounds basic. I know it sounds easy. We all know this. But it can have an impact on your mood, on your decision making. And a decision can affect your future. Some decisions are small, some decisions are bigger. But you not thinking clearly to make the right decision can have dire consequences in the future. You can avoid all that by just sleeping. That is my message for you today. I hope you take it seriously. I hope you protect your body, take care of your sacred temple. Remember, it's not laziness, it's self-respect. It's productive. Resting and sleeping is productive. It's not a waste of time, like I used to think. So I hope I can leave you with that, and I hope today you grant yourself the opportunity to sleep, because it's necessary, because you're not a machine, you're not a robot, you are a human being, and your soul needs this temple, needs this vessel to function properly, to navigate this world, to encounter whichever challenge comes to it, and you can confront it, and you can find solutions, you can find a way to better solve whatever problem comes to you. If you're thinking clearly, if you're not exhausted, if you feel physically well, then you can tackle anything. Take care, friends. We are gonna get going for today. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to people. We're gonna have a good guy, no? Say goodbye. Say bye. Yeah, I think he wants to take a nap too. So I'm gonna let him take a nap, because it's also important for him. And if you found this episode useful, feel free to like and subscribe and pass it on to someone who might need this message. Have a good evening and take care. Bye.